So hello class 7 students, welcome back again. So today in this video we will be discussing about natural indicators around us. So a natural indicator we will be discussing today is litmus, which is a dye, a natural dye. So let's begin then. So indicators are what actually? Indicators, as we have discussed from the definition in the last class, that indicators are a special type of substances which are used to test whether a substance is acidic or basic. Basically, indicators is a dye. Okay, it is a dye. It is a dye that changes its color when it is put into an acid or a base. Okay, and indicators gives different colors in acid and base. So indicators tells us whether the substance is acidic or basic by changing its color. Now some of the examples of indicators are turmeric, litmus. Here you see turmeric, litmus, and China rose petals. Okay, so today in this video we'll be discussing only about litmus, which is a natural dye. So yes, litmus is a natural indicator first of all, and the litmus solution is a purple colored dye. Okay, purple colored, or say mauve, MAUVE. Okay, litmus solution is a purple colored dye which is extracted from a plant called lichens. It is extracted from a plant called lichens, LICHENS. Okay, so litmus has a purple color, or say mauve color, in water. When litmus solution is added with water, then the solution, the solution of the water will, and the litmus will become what? Purple in. Okay, so litmus solution is neither acidic nor basic. And but what it is nature? What is the nature of litmus? It is neutral. Litmus is neutral in nature. Okay. So when litmus is added to an acidic solution, here you see, when litmus is added to an acidic solution, it turns red, and when litmus is added to a basic solution, it turns what? Blue. Though the color of the litmus is purple, right? Though the color, or say natural color of litmus is purple, but it is made into blue litmus and red litmus for the sake of convenience in detecting color change when it is added to an acidic or basic solution. Okay, though the color of litmus is purple, but it is made into blue litmus and red litmus for the sake of convenience in detecting the color change when it is added to acidic or basic solution. It will help to determine the nature of acidic or basic substance by changing its color. So when the litmus, that is say blue litmus, is added to an acidic solution, when the blue litmus solution is added to an acidic solution, then it will change the color to red, and when the red litmus is added to a basic solution, it will change the color to blue. But when red litmus is added to a acidic solution, there will be no change of color at all. And when blue litmus is added to a basic solution, then also there will be no change in color at all. Okay, only change of color will be there when blue litmus is added to acid. Okay, blue litmus is added to acid, then the change of color will be to red. Okay, and when red litmus is added to base or any basic solution, then the change of color will be to blue. Okay, this is only. So it has a mauve, or say purple color in distilled water. That means when the litmus solution, which is purple in color, okay, purple dye, it is added to a distilled water, then the whole solution will become what? Purple in color. Also, litmus is also available in the form of paper strips. Okay, it is available in the form of solution, okay, in the form of blue litmus solution and red litmus solution, and also litmus is available in the form of strips of paper, or say paper strips, which is known as litmus paper, which is known as what? Litmus paper. And this litmus paper is available as, again, red and blue litmus paper. Here it is shown in the figure. Okay, this is red litmus paper and this is blue litmus paper, right? Okay, next there is an activity 5.1 given in your book. Mix some water with lemon juice in a plastic cup, or say tumbler, or say in test tube. You have to mix water with lemon juice. Then you have to drop of the above solution on a strip of the red litmus paper with the help of a dropper. Is there any change in color? That means you have to take some solution of lemon juice and water with lemon juice and water, and you have to add, or say drop it over the red litmus paper here, red litmus paper. So they are asking that there will be any change in color or what? Okay, they are asking that will there be any change in color? What do you say? There will be actually no change in color. Okay, why? Because as I said, as we have discussed, that lemon juice, first of all, it is acidic, right? Lemon juice is what? Acidic in nature. And when a drop of lemon juice is given over the red litmus paper, then there will be no change in color, because red litmus paper shows no change in color in acidic media. It will show a change in color in basic media. Okay, and lemon juice is what? Acidic in nature. So there will be no change in color. Okay, so is there any color change? No, there will be no change in color. Okay, repeat the same exercise with the blue litmus paper. Note down if there is any change in color. Yes, there will be a change in color in case of blue litmus paper. Okay, when acidic solution are added to blue litmus paper, then the color will change. The color of the litmus paper will change to red. Okay. Okay, so note down if there is any change in color. Yes, we have noted. So perform the same activity with the following substances: tape water, detergent solution, aerated drink, soap solution, shampoo, common salt solution, sugar solution, vinegars, then baking soda solution, milk of magnesia, washing soda solution, and lime water. We have to taste this litmus test. Means we have to test the litmus test. Means we have to perform the activity with using these solutions, and we have to record the observation in table 5.2. Here we have to record it. Okay, so let's note it down. What are the observations here? First of all, let us take what? Tape water. Okay, TAP, tape water. You use your pencil. Okay, you use your pencil to write it over on the book. Okay, and if there is no space, you can write it on your school copy also, school notebook, science school notebook. Okay, first of all is tape water. So what do you think? What is the effect of tape water on red litmus paper? Will there be any color change? I think tape water, right? Tape water is what? Neutral. So there will be no change, no effect. Here no effect in red litmus paper, and here also no effect in blue litmus paper. Okay. So what is the inference? What is the nature? It is what? Neutral. The inference is, you can write here, neutral. NEUTRAL. Okay. Tape water is what? Neutral. Next, number 2. Number 2 is detergent solution, right? Detergent solution. Okay. Detergent solution. What is the effect of detergent solution on red litmus paper? Detergent solution is what? It is, I think it is base, right? Any soap solution or say detergents is basic. Why basic? Because it is slippery to touch, right? And if you try to taste the detergent solution or say soap solution, then you will get a bitter taste. Okay, then what is the nature of detergent solution? It is basic in nature, and basic solution will have an effect on red litmus paper. That means it will change to blue. Okay, you can write blue over here. Effect on red litmus paper is what? It will change the color to blue. Okay, and what is the effect on blue litmus paper? You can write there will be no change in color, or say no effect. Okay, no effect on blue litmus paper. And what is the inference? Inference is what? It is basic. Okay, next, number 3. Number 3 is aerated drink. Okay, aerated drinks. Aerated drinks means the soft drinks which you consume generally. And then Coke, Pepsi, these all are what? Aerated drinks. Now when you say, yes, when you pull the cover out of the, means when you open the tap of the aerated drinks, some gas bubbles will come out, right? Some gas bubbles will come out from the bottle of the aerated drinks. What is the gas actually? What is the gas present in these aerated drinks? It is what? Carbon dioxide. Yes or no? It is what? Carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is actually a non-metallic oxide. Carbon dioxide is what? It is non-metallic oxide. Non-metallic oxide. And non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. Okay, that is why it will have no effect on red litmus paper. When the drop of aerated drinks are added to a red litmus paper, then there will be no effect. There will be no effect at all, because the nature of carbon dioxide is what? Acidic, and it will have an effect on blue litmus paper. That means it will change the color of the blue litmus paper to red, and the inference is it is acidic. Okay, the aerated drinks are what? Acidic in nature. Next, number 4 is soap solution. Again, soap solution, same like detergent solution and all. Okay, soap solution is basic in nature, and it will have what? The effect on red litmus paper is what? It is the change of color will be to blue, and there will be no effect on blue litmus paper. You can write no effect over here. Okay, and inference is what? It is basic in nature, right? Okay, next is shampoo, right? Yes, shampoo, number 5. Okay, shampoo. What is the effect of shampoo on a red litmus paper? Okay, so actually shampoo are slightly acidic to neutral. Okay, shampoo are slightly from acidic to neutral in nature, but we'll write here effect on red litmus paper. Under effect on red litmus paper, we'll write that there will be no effect. We consider it as an acidic in nature. And effect on blue litmus paper, that is, it is the color will change to red. Okay, and what is the inference? You can write over here, it is acidic. Next is your common salt solution, number 6. Common salt solution. Okay, now common salt solution is the salt, that is sodium chloride, which you have at your home. The salt which you eat, which you consume, okay, with the food, is the common salt. Okay, and when common salt is mixed with water, then it will become common salt solution. So what is the nature of common salt solution? It is neutral directly, and there will be no effect in neither in red litmus, neither in blue litmus. Okay, there will be no effect at all. Okay, and inference, what you can write under inference? It is neutral in nature. Okay, neutral, simple. Okay, next is Sugar solution, number 7. Sugar solution, again sugar solution, when sugar is added with water it will become, and if you mix it properly it will become sugar solution. Again sugar solution is what? Neutral in nature, and the effect on red litmus paper is that it has no effect on red litmus paper, and there is no effect on, neither on blue litmus paper, no effect. You can write here. Okay, what is the inference? It is neutral. It is what? Neutral. Okay, next, number 8. Next is vinegar. Yes, vinegar. What is the nature of vinegar? It is acidic. Okay, and what is the effect on red litmus paper? It will change the color to what? Is there any effect on red litmus paper? No, no effect. But on blue litmus paper the color will change to red. Okay, and what is the inference? It is acidic. Next is baking soda. Baking soda solution, number 9. Baking soda solution. Okay, baking soda solution. Now baking soda is what we have discussed in the last class, that it is basic in nature. So the effect on red litmus paper, that it will change the color to blue, and there will be no effect on blue litmus paper, and it is what? Basic. Baking soda are basic in nature. Okay, next is milk of magnesia, that is magnesium hydroxide. Milk of magnesia. Milk of magnesia, it is what? Basic in nature. Again magnesium hydroxide, it is used as an antacid, okay, for indigestion. So effect on red litmus paper, that is, it will change the color of red litmus paper to blue, and there will be no effect on blue litmus paper. Okay, and an inference we can write, it is basic. Okay, it is basic. Next, 11. Number 11 is what? Washing soda solution. Baking soda, washing soda, these are all are basic in nature. Okay, washing soda solution, this is also basic in nature. It will change the color of a red litmus paper to blue, and there will be no effect in blue litmus paper. Okay, no effect in blue litmus paper, and the nature is inference. Under inference you can write, it is basic. Clear? Lastly, I think it is number 12. Yes, lime water. Last is what? Lime water. Again lime water is what? Lime water, that is chuna. Okay, in Hindi we can call it as chuna, lime. So lime water is basic in nature. It will change to blue, the red litmus to blue, and no effect will be there for blue litmus paper. Okay, and the nature is basic again. Okay, so here you see, in your table, are there any substances on which litmus had no effect? Name those substances. Yes, there are some substances in which litmus had no effect, like say tape water. Okay, then say common salt solution, then say sugar solution. In these substances litmus had no effect. So these substances are named as neutral solutions. Okay, neutral solutions, or say neutral substances. So what are neutral substances or neutral solutions? You see, the solutions which do not change the color of either red or blue litmus are known as neutral solutions. These substances are neither acidic nor basic. Okay, these substances are neither acidic nor basic in nature. Okay, so yes, and lastly we can conclude from this discussions that is acids turn blue litmus to red, and bases turn red litmus to blue. Okay, and there will be no change in color of red litmus when it is added to acidic solution. Okay, when red litmus is added to acidic solution, okay, there will be no change in color, or say no effect, okay, on red litmus paper. And when blue litmus is added to base, okay, or basic solution, then again there will be no change, or say no effect in blue litmus paper. Acids only shows color change in blue litmus paper, and it will change the color to red. Remember this line, this two lines, just remember, everything will be remembered. Means all it will be okay, that acids turns blue litmus to red, and bases turn red litmus paper to blue. Okay, so that's all for today. With this we'll conclude the video, and yes, thank you and have a nice day. We'll continue the chapter in the next class. Okay, thank you.